Hi everyone, Shai here. I hope all of you are doing good. Welcome to another new video. Have you ever dreamed of hitting the lottery and what you would do with all that money? Well, some people have actually lived that dream, but not everyone goes on wild spending sprees. In fact, some lottery winners have made incredibly smart decisions with their newfound wealth, setting themselves up for lifelong success and happiness. From paying off debts and going to college to investing in businesses or even starting a farm, these winners have proven that winning the lottery doesn't have to be all about luxury and extravagance. In this video, we're going to count down the top smartest lottery winners of all time, showing you that a big win can be the beginning of something truly amazing when handled wisely. Stay tuned and get inspired by these real-life stories of lottery luck turned into long-term success. Number 01. Julie Leach. Some people carry on working after winning a life-changing amount in the lottery. Some people even use their winnings to buy a business. Not Julie Leach. She didn't even let the dust settle before quitting her job. In fact, she told her boss not to even worry about a raise because she was leaving. The 50-year-old winner from Michigan claimed a $310.5 million Powerball jackpot in 2015 and was incredibly overwhelmed by her win. She thought, well, I might as well check my numbers while I'm sitting here waiting for my lunch. After taking a lump sum payment, she was paid out $140 million, which is certainly nothing to scoff at, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Julie said she had a bad night at work and decided to check her lottery numbers. She then didn't sleep for 30 hours when she realized she was the winner. Her partner of 36 years, Vaughn Avery, wanted to return to work. Julie told him he was crazy and that they didn't have to work anymore. Alongside living a life of luxury by not having to work, Julie planned to take care of her children and 11 grandchildren. She also hoped to buy properties in Michigan for her entire family. Julie's main goal was to take care of her kids because she didn't want them to have to work the way she had or deal with the challenges in life that she had to face. She wanted them to have a good life. Number 02. Kevin Jones. Kevin Jones was a hardworking bus driver. The 57-year-old man had to work 12-hour shifts to make ends meet, and after 2 burglaries had left him and his wife, Michelle, with nothing. But that all changed for the British couple from Crewe when they won £6.1 million, or $7.7 million, in the lottery. Kevin screamed when he checked his tickets online and realized all the numbers matched. But with nothing confirmed, he still went to work the next day, knowing people relied on him for their morning commute. Halfway through his shift, Kevin's wife, Michelle, rang him to let him know the win was confirmed. They were truly millionaires. Kevin found it so hard to concentrate that he called his boss and told him he needed to finish his shift due to something major. But then all the passengers realized, didn't they, what had happened? That's right, worried that whatever it was could affect his passengers, his boss told him he needed to explain further. Kevin assured him that it was nothing bad, but that he had just won a lottery jackpot. As you would, Kevin ended up quitting his job. He was amazed at how his luck had changed and how he and his wife had gone from having nothing and working around the clock to now being able to live the life of their dreams. They intended to spend their winnings on themselves, their 2 children, and their grandchild. Number 03. Sue Herdman. Sue Herdman's lottery win of £1.2 million, or a little over $1.5 million, is a strange one. She went from being a neatly groomed hairdresser in a village near Hereford in the UK, who always looked her best, to a smelly pig farmer who works long hours and buys clothes from charity shops. Now, you might think that her thrift shopping was because she lost all her winnings, but it was actually because her values had changed. The mother of one was struggling financially before she won the lottery. After having her tarot cards read and being encouraged to buy a lottery ticket, she started buying them every week to see what happened. Before long, she had won. She celebrated her win with a drink at the pub before deciding to sell her business and move to her boyfriend Andrew's pig farm, 220 miles away. The pair had struggled with long-distance dating, and now she didn't have to worry about money. But after moving to the farm with her son, she realized she had no desire to be involved with the pigs. She found the smell overwhelming, and she couldn't imagine being in muck all day. But after helping a pig give birth to piglets, that all changed. She realized she actually did love pigs. She invested her money in property and now works from dusk till dawn tending to 7,000 pigs on Andrew's family farm. Sue said it's definitely not the life of a usual millionaire lottery winner. Before moving on to the next point, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you all to my merchandise. You can support my content by getting your favorite products from my store or by simply joining my channel. Your support means a lot to me. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 04. Richard Wall's life was changed forever in 2018 after he won the $533 million Mega Millions jackpot. He had purchased the winning ticket at a Riverdale, Morris County, gas station only the second time he had ever played. Turns out that the second time is the charm. Richard decided to purchase the ticket on a whim while buying a Coke at the gas station and used the $22 in his wallet to buy the ticket. Richard went downstairs to check the numbers while his wife was folding laundry in their home around midnight. His excitement grew when he thought he had won $1 million, but he was overjoyed to realize he also had the Mega Ball. This meant he had won the actual jackpot. After taxes, Richard Wall walked away with $22.7 million, an absolutely life-changing amount. He ran to his wife and told her they could go on vacation, but she told him not to be an idiot. Richard revealed how much they had actually won. He put the ticket in a fireproof safe and checked the numbers more than a dozen times. Richard worked as a production manager in a local business and planned to help with a new manager's transition before officially retiring. He also planned to take care of his wife, rebuild a 1963 Corvette, and help out family, friends, and charities. For safety reasons, Richard never specified whether he had children. Number 05. Peter Lavery. In 1996, Peter Lavery was a bus driver earning £8,000 or around $22,000 each year. He was a heavy drinker who left school without qualifications and could barely read because of dyslexia. Yet, Peter always considered himself quite a lucky person. But of course, he became even more fortunate when he won £10.2 million, or nearly $13 million, in 1996. He did everything you'd expect a lottery winner to do. He bought flashy cars, flashy houses, and treated his friends and family members. He also went on at least 70 cruises and donated to multiple charities. Now, you might assume his bank account is well and truly drained, but that's not actually the case. While he won't confirm or deny that he has tripled his wealth, it seems he has. He has 33 rental properties managed by his two brothers and various housing developments. He was also in the process of opening his own whiskey distillery, which attracted millions of dollars in investments. But he was certainly on a trajectory for a far different lifestyle after quitting his bus driving job upon winning the lottery. Peter wasn't doing anything. In fact, he was drinking every day and not looking after himself. A doctor, also Peter's friend, told him he would meet his maker if he didn't change what he was doing. That was all it took for Peter to turn his life around. Now, Peter says he works harder in his businesses than before winning the lottery on that fateful day in 1996. Number 06. Eloise Hutchinson. What would you do if you were a teenager and had won over £1 million? It doesn't bear thinking about. We all know we'd make some silly decisions, but not Eloise Hutchinson from the UK. Even though she became the wealthiest teenager in Britain at 19 in 2012, with a win of £1,346,184 or more than $1.7 million, nothing much has changed for her. She continued working part-time at a co-op store and only treated herself to some new clothes and an iPad. Her partner, David Herd, even paid for their celebratory dinner. Eloise didn't even realize she had won at first. She only thought that she had matched 4 numbers before David pointed out that she had, in fact, matched all 6. This amount of money would be life-changing, but Eloise didn't want her life to change too much. She was living in a semi-detached home with her disabled mother and student sister, 17-year-old Sophie. Her sister had asked her to buy a Range Rover with her winnings, but Eloise declined. Instead, she offered to give her 12-year-old car, and she didn't even plan on buying an expensive car to replace it. She just wanted to buy another Fiesta. Now, of course, plans change, so Eloise was re-interviewed a few years later to see how she had spent her money. To be honest, Eloise was right on track. She had used some money to buy a mobile beauty business and purchased a new car. Her boyfriend David is now her husband, and they had a dream honeymoon in America. Their goals together were to work hard, and David had also started his own online toy company. They are taking their time to invest in the big things, like their home. Number 07. Matt Millis. Electrical engineer Matt Miles is proof that you can do some silly things with your lottery winnings and still be quite satisfied with life. Matt was just 27 years old when he won £1 million, around $1.7 million, playing Euro Millions. Sure, he could have just set himself up for life immediately, but he chose to have a bit of fun first. That fun involved spending £500,000 on a world trip with 13 of his close friends. They partied in Ibiza, hired a private yacht, watched Fatboy Slim play a gig live, and checked out the sights around the east coast of America and Southeast Asia. It's amazing how much money you can spend when you don't think about how much things cost. I just crack on, yeah, that's it pretty much, Matt admits. But he has settled down since then. He met his girlfriend, Stacy, in 2016, and they traveled around Asia together. When Stacy discovered she was pregnant, by 2019, they had a 2-year-old, were planning their wedding, and had another child on the way. Matt also now runs a luxury car business and property firm and has well and truly found his footing as a family man and businessman. So, that was all for today. I hope you have watched the video up to this timestamp. Make sure to press the like button if it amazed you. Press the subscribe button if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, as it's totally free. You can follow me on all social media platforms. All links are given in the description. You can also watch other cool stuff. The playlist link is also mentioned in the description. I will catch you up soon in the next video. Till then, peace out.